Alright. So Tennessee loses another one. And yeah, I waited. Today's actually Monday. And I waited, oh boy. I waited until Monday so that I could film this video without being mad or raged or anything like that. So, Tennessee lost again. They've lost to Alabama 11 years now. Well, 12. 11, 12. I don't know. They said 11. I think it might be 12. Something like that. Anyway, losing streak on Bama now is like it was on Florida. The referees in this one, and I know that people say, oh, Tennessee fans, referees, yep, of course you're going to. And I know, I know what people's going to think. But the referees did play a little role in this game. For an example, Alabama's one of their defensive tackles, Robertson. I don't know his first name, but it's like Robertson, Demetrius Robertson, or something like that. Anyway, he's number 99, big old guy on their defensive line. Well, he throws punches in the Missouri game, hits the guy 3 times on a tackle, and then punches him 3 times in the body. Nothing happens to him. He don't get thrown out. Nothing. Now, credit to Nick Saban. He did keep him out the first and second quarter of the Tennessee game. He kept him out the first and second quarter for his punishment. That would have been his punishment anyway. Nick Saban did that because he felt like it was right and he felt like he deserved it. But the referees didn't even bother throwing a flag. Nothing. Punched the guy 3 times. Now I don't care. They said it wasn't an aggressive punch. The reason why, I don't care. Okay, if it's an aggressive punch or not, you throwing punches. What was he throwing it for? If he wasn't throwing it to be aggressive, what was he throwing it for? He threw it for some reason, and it wasn't just little love taps. It was to be aggressive, whether they say it was or not. Okay, so nothing happens, but once again, credit to Nick Saban for holding him out because he deserved it. He should have been held out the whole game. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But then after that, then one of Tennessee's guys gets ejected. I think it was Nigel Warrior. Got thrown out of the game because he shoved one of the players on Alabama's team. He shoved an Alabama player. So I don't remember the name or nothing. I don't keep up with Alabama's players. I know they have the Tools, Talladova, whatever his name is. I know they have Damian Harris. I know they have Ruggs as a receiver. I know they have a few players. I don't keep up with their players. I keep up with Tennessee players. That's pretty much it. I know other guys, if they're, good enough to get mentioned in ESPN and SEC Network and all that. But no. So Nigel Warrior gets thrown out because he gets shoved and he shoves the guy back. And then he gets thrown out. Thrown out of the game. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay? So Alabama throws punches, don't get thrown out. Tennessee shoves, gets thrown out. Okay, then after that, you had a targeting call on Alabama after a Tennessee touchdown. But then they said it wasn't targeting. So you could tell if that was going to be a targeting call and he got thrown out, that was going to change momentum. I'm not saying Tennessee would have won. Alabama would have still won, obviously. But that would have definitely changed momentum for a little bit. Because Tennessee had just drove, touchdown with Keller Chris after they put Keller Chris in. Then they went again, drove, touchdown. Then they was about to have a targeting on Alabama, and he was about to get thrown out of the game. If he got thrown out of the game, you could tell by Nick Saban. He was upset. That would have changed momentum. But he didn't get thrown out. So nothing happened to Alabama. Then we get flags on Tennessee. A few flags on Alabama, not really many at all. But flag on Tennessee. Flag. Just keep on flagging. Flag. Ejected. Flag. Yeah, Alabama throws punches. Nothing happens. Not even mentioned. Don't even care. And I know you had to see it, but nothing mentions. Tennessee, flag. That's all you get. Flag. That's most of the ball game. It's penalty, false start, offense. Pass interference, offense. I don't think they got any pass interference, but I'm just saying that for an example. So yeah, targeting, offense, defense, thrown out of the game, players ejected, rest of the game. I'm looking like, man, will you call some flags on Alabama? Because I know that they're committing some, just like the targeting was a flag, obviously. It's just outrageous. Anyway, Alabama won the game. Congratulations. I'm not going to congratulate Butch Jones. No. This dude, this is my other rant, okay? This dude wants to sit here, okay? He writes on a piece of paper. That's his job for Alabama. He writes on a piece of paper. He is an offensive analyst, not even defensive analyst. So you can't even call him a sports analyst because he does it for the offense. So you can't even call him a real sports analyst. So he's an offensive analyst and writes on a piece of paper. They show him during the game. He's writing on a piece of paper, watching the game. I mean, I could be an offensive analyst for Alabama. I mean, every play is good for them. You're right. Good play, good play, good play, good play, good play. Pass 15 yards, run 29 yards, pass 79 yards, touchdown. But no. Butch Jones, after the game, it's a tradition that whoever wins, whether it's Tennessee or Alabama, smokes cigars after the players, the coaches, all that. So Alabama's, been smoking cigars after the game for the past 11 or 12 years. But no, Butch Jones wants to act like he did something. They dump him with Gatorade. Oh, man. He goes, runs around the field, runs around the whole field, shaking people's hands, shakes Garrett Garnatano's hand, says a few words to him, shakes a few other Tennessee players' hands, says a few words to them, goes and talks to whoever it was, a few other people. Then he goes to his own players. Well, I'm not going to say his players because they're not really his players, but goes and talks to them, congratulates them. Like I said, once again, it's dumping the Gatorade, runs to the locker room, then starts smoking cigars. I don't have a problem with celebration. Even excessive celebration. I don't see why that's a penalty. You make a touchdown and you celebrate. Congratulations. They earned it. You celebrate. But for Butch Jones to celebrate more than Nick Saban did, and Nick Saban's the head coach, and Nick Saban's not really the guy to ever celebrate. I mean, he might celebrate on championship games, but I don't really ever see him celebrate over just a win in a regular season. I've never really seen him celebrate. Unless it was a close game. Let's say you're playing Auburn, close game. Anyway, that's besides the point. I give all the credit in the world to Nick Saban. He's a fabulous coach. He's probably the best. He's probably the best college coach that I've ever seen. Of course, I haven't been alive long, so I haven't seen much. But as of right now, I'd say that he's definitely the best college football coach that I've ever seen. But let's get back on here to the topic. Butch Jones. Man, Butch Jones, man, you act like you're the head coach. You act like you're coaching Alabama. You act like you're calling some sort of plays for them. You act like you just came off of a big victory. And in reality, what happened was, I'm not going to say you because you had nothing to do with it. You didn't call any plays. You didn't do anything to do. You didn't have nothing to do with the win. Nothing. It's just like being a water boy on Alabama's team. You have nothing to do with the win. You give them water. Congratulations. You have nothing to do with the win. It's the same thing with you. You write down on a sheet of paper, you're the offensive analyst. You write down on a sheet of paper. That's all you do. You had nothing to do with the win. You call no plays. You call no shots. You had nothing to do with the win. But here's the funny part. Alabama, and yeah, we're saying Alabama, the number one team in the nation, beat a team that you put together and that you left in a terrible position. Most of the guys there was guys you recruited, guys that you coached, guys that you put together, okay? You put that team together. Tennessee Volunteers was your team last year. You put it together. Then you went to Alabama, and Alabama beat the team that you put together. Alabama beat the team, not you. Nick Saban and Alabama offensive coordinator, Alabama defensive coordinator. They won the game, not you. So for you to run around celebrating and all that is really, 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 I don't know the word for it. I just know that it's really, 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 really stupid, irrelevant. You're totally irrelevant right now. I mean, you're all up in the head. Butch Jones celebrates over win over his old team. Yeah, you celebrate over the win, but you had nothing to do with it. You didn't call any plays. You didn't do anything. Okay, the guys that you put together on the Tennessee team, and now you beat them. You had nothing to do with the win. Nothing. Not one little lick of thing. Not nothing. So for you to go celebrate, it's just really mind blowing, and really just like, why are you doing that? It's just really stupid. Now as for the Alabama players, Alabama coaching staff, you go in and celebrate. You got a good win. You beat a team that's been a 1-12 in the last 12 SEC games. 1-12. Congratulations. You beat a good team. Okay, you beat a really good team. You beat a team that went 1-12 in the last 12 SEC games. But still, congratulations. 58-21 was the final score. Tennessee wouldn't even have scored 21 if they didn't put Keller Christie in. And I'm not saying it's all him. Jawan Jennings had great catches. Jawan Jennings is back, and I love seeing it. Keller Christie needs to be the starter. I said this from the beginning of the season. I back Garrett Gontono. I back his strength, everything that he does for the team, his leadership. I back him. I really do. I support him 100%. But he's just not ready for the start yet. It's just, I don't know how he got the start. Well, I know how he got the start. He did really, 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 really good in spring and fall practice. But so did Keller Chris. Jeremy Pruitt didn't announce the starter. He just went into the first game of the year against West Virginia and put Garrett Gonzalo out there. And right there, I was like, dude, why are you putting Garrett Gonzalo in, man? Put Keller Chris in. Like I said, I support Garrett Gonzalo. He sits back there. He takes hits for his team. He plays for his team. He's a leader for his team. He's a true leader. But Keller Chris is the veteran. He played for Stanford, has 11-2 record. Now he has he didn't really start, so he still has an 11-2 record as a starter. And he needs to be the one that's starting for Tennessee. And maybe we can move towards Garrett Gonzalo next year. But I back Garrett Gonzalo, but Keller Chris needs to be the starter. Other than that, you had a LSU win. I knew they would win. You had Auburn win. I figured that they would win. I could see Ole Miss winning, but I figured Auburn would win. Florida and Georgia was on a bye. Florida and Georgia plays this week. I don't know who I picked winning yet. I'm not going to announce that yet. I was kind of leaning towards Georgia before they lost to LSU. And considering that Florida beat LSU, I don't know. I might have to roll a different way. I don't know yet, though. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, Tennessee plays South Carolina this weekend at South Carolina. I would say I predicted a win for Tennessee, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll say it. I guess Tennessee's going to win that game. I hope. We'll see. Anyway, go Vols, go Rocky Top, go Big Orange. Vol for life. Give your all to Tennessee. Catch you guys later. It's your boy Tennessee Smooth. Saying peace.